You'd think with millions of species and millions of years of evolution, at least one mammal would have gone green. Frogs did it, insects did it, and even some birds did it. But out of every single mammal that has ever been discovered, alive or extinct, not one has ever evolved true green fur or skin. Not one. And the reason comes down to a chemistry problem evolution has never been able to solve. Let's start with how animals actually make color, because there are two totally different strategies. The first is pigment, molecules that absorb certain wavelengths of light and reflect others back at your eyes. The second is structural color, where microscopic ridges and layers physically bend light to produce a color, even though no pigment is actually present. Peacock feathers and butterfly wings work this way. Frogs and reptiles get their green from a clever combination of both. They have yellow pigment cells layered over a structural blue produced by light-scattering cell structures underneath. Yellow plus structural blue equals green, at least to your eyes. Birds use a similar trick, stacking a yellow pigment called carotenoid over structurally blue feather barbs. Mammals, though, are stuck with a much smaller toolbox. Fur color comes from just one pigment family called melanin, and melanin only comes in two basic flavors: eumelanin, which produces black and brown, and pheomelanin, which produces red and yellow. That's it. No blue melanin exists. No green melanin exists. And unlike feathers or scales, mammal hair doesn't have the right microscopic structure to fake a structural blue either. Hair is essentially a dead keratin tube, not a precisely layered nanostructure like a feather barb. So without a source of blue, mammals can't stack blue under yellow the way frogs and birds do. And without that stacking trick, green is simply off the table. It's not that evolution never tried, it's that the raw materials were never available to try with. And this is where the story gets kinda strange, because it's not actually about desert or forest environments failing to reward green mammals. Green does exist in mammal habitats, and plenty of mammals clearly benefit from blending into leaves and grass. Sloths are the closest thing we have to a green mammal, but they cheat. Algae grows directly on their damp fur, turning them faintly green as a kind of hitchhiking camouflage. The sloth itself is still just gray-brown underneath. Even a captive polar bear at a zoo once started turning green for the exact same reason. Algae took up residence inside its hollow, transparent fur strands. Scientists had to treat the pool water to fix it. That accidental green is the closest any mammal has ever come to the real thing, and it required outside help from a plant, not fur pigment at all. So the next time you see a green tree frog sitting on a leaf or a green parrot in a rainforest canopy, remember that they're pulling off a trick mammals never evolved the chemistry for. It's not bad luck, and it's not a lack of need. Mammals only ever had two pigments to work with, and neither one of them was ever going to be green.